Well, good morning, folks. Welcome to another episode of Papa Keith's Kitchen. Well, today I decided to throw together a little bit of goulash. So, in my goulash, I've got quite a lot of vegetables I'm going to put in. I kind of like the broccoli, so I got 2.5 cups of that. I got some red peppers. I got some green peppers that I picked out of the garden this morning. There's about 3 cups of that. About 3 cups of mushrooms, and about 1.5 cups of onions. This video won't take long, but I got my sauce in here. I need to add in some of my seasonings to it. I got the base of it made. I just want to season it up. And I kind of like sausage seasoning, so I'm going to throw some of that in there. And I like the red pepper. Some of that in there. And I like to put in a little bit of chili. Now you don't know me well enough. I don't really measure a lot. I just put in what I think I'm going to like. And I like these mustard seeds. I'll throw in a few of those. Basil leaves. About a teaspoon and a half. Some garlic salt. Black pepper. Get the right side here. I don't like that small side. There, the bigger one. And some ground garlic. I like garlic, so if you don't like garlic, leave it out. And there's one more thing here, if I can find it. If I got any left. Oh, here it is, over here. Got too many seasonings. I can't keep track of them all. Now this is Italian seasoning. I like a lot of that. Well, I say a lot. About a tablespoon. That's that. So, looks like I got everything I need to get started with. Put that back. Things back where they belong. Guess I need a bigger spice rack already. I filled this one up. Over there. With chili up here. Alright. We're cooking. I'm going to stir this in. This is going to simmer for a while. So what I like to do is add a little water to it because you're going to lose it anyway. Give it a few more stirs. We'll put this on the back burner. And put it on medium here. Making all kinds of noise here, ain't I? Now, I want to saute my vegetables. So I got some of this olive oil. Use whatever you want, but I like the olive oil. Whip up the heat on medium high. Go with my red peppers. My mushrooms. Peppers. Lots of vegetables. This will do. These will cook down a little bit. Now I have another fry pan here. Put some olive oil in that. Now I'm not going to add any more seasoning to the hamburger because it's already in the sauce. We'll take this out, and about a pound of hamburger here. And break it up into little pieces here. We're going to brown it. After we brown it, we're going to add it to our sauce. You can cook it even a little bit more. So you don't have to cook it too long. Just long enough to get it brown. And throw her in that other pot over there. We need a fatter stove. Well, we'll figure that. We'll take this over here for now. I'll move this over to this one. That'll work. Set the sauce aside for a minute until I get the other stuff done. As you can see, this ain't very hard to make. After we get this all done and simmered up, what I'll do is I'll boil up a bunch of elbow macaroni. And I should have enough here to last me a week or two, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Put some in the freezer. It freezes pretty nicely. Move y'all a little closer to where I'm at here. If I can keep the camera from falling over. Not knowing me, I want it on that. There. I think you can see it. Goody. I think my head's shrinking. My hat's falling down over my eyeballs. If we don't lose any more brains, I ain't got many left. I've been out taking a lot of them foliage pictures out there. Well, it's turning out to be a nice season. It's going to peak in about 3 or 4 days. I got so much film backed up that I haven't processed yet. It'll probably be spring before I put up the foliage videos. So I'm doing 2 things at once here. Now some people drain this, but I don't. I like the fat right left in it. You know, it's like when I used to make donuts years ago. We used regular lard, but there's nothing like a lard fried donut. Now you got this imitation oil and corn oil, and it's changed the flavor, that's for sure. But they said it'd be better for you. Yeah, right. So you might as well eat dog shit, I guess. So don't those look good? If any vegetable you don't like, don't put it in. But you got other vegetables you like to put in it, make up your own goulash, you know? Simple. I like mine a little bit on the hot side, that's why I like the red peppers. And a little bit of chili. There. Let's throw some onions in there. Of course, what you don't get cooked down on in here will simmer out in the pot as it cooks for an hour or two. I like to simmer them, the sauce, because it helps brings out the flavor of all the ingredients. So, same if you do a stew or anything like that. Simmer is good. Trouble is, you're so damn hungry you can't wait. So you end up taking it off early. Now, a lot of people don't like broccoli, but I do. Even spinach I like. Just don't feed me any of them red beets. I don't care for them at all. Everybody has their own style of cooking. I've been at it for most of my life. Not to say my way is the right way. There's no wrong way. As long as you like the taste, that's what counts. And you learn by your mistakes, that's for sure. I like to make sure these are nice and done as much as possible, because I don't like them crunching when I have them in my... I like to have them finished, you know? Soft. I went out and picked one of my squashes out there the other day and cooked that up. And I baked it in the oven, and then I peeled the skin right off. They come off easier that way than trying to cut them all off with a knife. That way you take a spoon, just scrape them right off into a thing. I put some brown sugar in them, a little bit half and half. Some seasonings. weren't half bad. Strangest thing is, I never planted that squash out there. It just showed up. What happens is I compost all my food. I don't throw anything in the dump. And apparently I must have had some seeds in there. And when I was using some compost on my flower garden, the squash showed up. But they were so pretty, I just left them there because I like those yellow flowers, you know. Nice greenery. Yeah. We didn't plant any sunflowers this year, but I didn't think to get the seed. Oh. It's getting there. We should have frost for long. It's getting down towards in the 40s a little bit. Shut that off. Smuggler's Knots, they say they're going to close it up on the 14th of this month. We still get tractor trailers that still try to drive up through that Smuggler's Knots with that tractor trailer. And they get up on the top and there's no place to go and they get hung up right there because they can't get through. Well, they're fine up there. It's almost $5,000. Plus they got to pay for all the wreckers. But the worst part, it shuts down the road, so especially this time of year when it's fall foliage, the peepers want to get through. That's why it's such a hefty fine. Must be they're not reading their GPS right. I don't know. About half of them don't speak English, so at least they say they can't when you talk to them about getting a ticket. I used to get that line when I was out on patrol. No speak of no English. I said, well, you don't have to. Because if you don't show up for this ticket, they'll put out a warrant for your arrest. Mean bastard, aren't we? Yeah, laws are laws, I guess. You all have to obey them. Now, I've never got a speeding ticket in my life, but probably deserved it more than that, because when they run my plate, they find out I'm a police officer. They seem to leave me alone, but it's not right. They shouldn't. I shouldn't be any different than the rest of them. I remember back in the 70s, we used to accept food and donuts and all every kinds of stuff. That all changed in the 80s, and it was for the better. I tell you, it really was a good thing they did. Because even taking a cup of coffee is not right. No siree. Well, that's just about perfect, isn't it? What do you think? Would you eat that? I would. We'll set that right here on this here, and I'll bring over my sauce plate. This is still running, so first thing we'll do is we're going to throw in our hamburger. Simple as that. We'll stir it in a little. Now we'll see about getting these veggies all in there. Oh, it slides right out of there, doesn't it? Well, almost. A few draggers here. Isn't that a mean looking sauce? Hope I don't drop this phone down in there. No, what it is, I think this is an iPhone 11. They keep sending notices about a 16 or something. I said, well, I don't use a phone anyway, only for filming. Nobody ever calls me. And if they did, I wouldn't know anyway, because there's only like 5 people on my call list, so it doesn't ring. Everybody complains about those telemarketers and stuff. I never get any because I never call anybody. They don't know I'm here. Ha. And don't you tell them either. I like it this way, quiet. Okay, folks, I guess, like I said, the only other thing I got to do is let this simmer for 2-3 hours. I don't know. I probably should put a little cover over it. Let her steam. I'm going to turn this heat down because I don't want it to boil. I want it to simmer. And that's about it, I guess, for today. When I get it all made and stuff, I might just pop on for a second or two. See if what she looks like. See, my beard's getting whiter and whiter every year. Funny thing, the top stays brown. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for stopping by. Now, don't that look delicious? Oh, that's gonna be so yummy. Mmm. I got me a nice fat bowl of it over here. Threw some cheese on top. Let it melt in there a little bit. It's gonna be a perfect lunch. Yeah, if you like this stuff, it's great.